Good morning, children. So, in last class, we have seen about resistance. Today, we are going to see resistors in series and parallel connection. So, in any electrical appliances, resistors can be combined in two ways. They can be connected in series or they can be connected in parallel connection. So resistors can be combined in two ways. They are resistors in series, resistors in parallel. So first we can see about resistors in series. So what is meant by resistors in series? When two or more resistors are connected end to end consecutively, they are said to be connected in series. You can see in this picture resistors R1, R2, R3. They are connected end to end. Yes, there is an end to end connection between them. So we can say that they are connected in series. Okay, so when two or more resistors are connected end to end, we can say that they are connected in series connection. So according to law of combination of resistance in series, the combined resistance, that means the equivalent resistance or the total resistance of any number of resistance connected in series is equal to the sum of the individual resistance. So the combined resistance or total resistance of any resistance connected in series will be equal to the sum of the individual resistance. That is R is equal to R1 plus R2 plus R3. So R is what combined resistance, which is equal to the sum of the individual resistance, that is R1 plus R2 plus R3. So when the resistors are connected in series, what about the potential difference? Then each resistance has a different potential difference. Okay, so each resistors will be having different potential difference, but the potential difference across all end of all the resistors in series will be equal. So each resistor will be having different potential difference, but the total potential difference in the resistors connected in series will be equal. So when the resistors are connected in series, what about the current? So the amount of current flows through each resistor will be same. Okay, so the same amount of current will be flow through each resistance. Now we can see resultant of resistance connected in series. So when resistors are connected in series, what is the result in an electrical appliance? So in this figure you can see three resistance or three resistor R1, R2, R3. They are connected in series. Yes. So now potential difference across each resistance will be different. Yes. So here for resistor R1 the potential difference is V1. Okay, for resistor R2 the potential difference is V2, and the resistor R3 the potential difference is V3. So the potential difference across the battery, that means total potential difference, V is equal to sum of the potential difference across the each resistance. So V is equal to V1 plus V2 plus V3. So now we have to apply the Ohm's law to the whole circuit. So when we are applying Ohm's law, we will get potential difference V is equal to current into resistance, that is V is equal to I into R. V is equal to IR. Now you apply the Ohm's law to the three resistors separately. We will get V1 is equal to IR1, V2 is equal to IR2, V3 is equal to IR3. Understood, children? So when we are applying Ohm's law to the whole circuit, the potential difference will be V is equal to IR. So individually we are applying Ohm's law to the each three resistors. We will get the potential difference V1 is equal to IR1, V2 is equal to IR2, V3 is equal to IR3. Now from equation 1, 2, 3 and 4 we have IR. So V is equal to IRS. So we are substituting that V values here. IR is equal to IR1 plus IR2 plus IR3. So this can be also written as R is equal to R1 plus R2 plus R3. Now the law of resistance when the resistors are combined in series connection is proved. Yes, so resistance or the combined resistance will be equal to the sum of the resistance of individual resistor. Yes, R is equal to R1 plus R2 plus R3. So that we can conclude when resistors are connected in series, the combined resistance R is equal to the sum of their individual resistor. Now resistors in parallel connection. What is meant by resistors in parallel? So when two or more resistors are connected between the same points, they are said to be connected in parallel. In this picture you can see three resistors R1, R2, R3. They are connected at the same point X and Y. Yes, so they are said to be connected in parallel. Okay, so when two or more resistance are connected between the same point, then it is called as what? Parallel connection. So according to law of combination, when the resistors are connected in parallel, the reciprocal of combined resistance, that means 1 by R, the reciprocal of combined resistance of any number of resistance connected in parallel is equal to the sum of the reciprocals of the individual resistance. So this only we are going to see now. We have to prove that reciprocal, that means 1 by R is equal to 1 by R1 plus 1 by R2 plus 1 by R3. That is combined resistance. Reciprocal of combined resistance is equal to the sum of the reciprocals of individual resistance. So when the resistors are connected in parallel, the reciprocal of the resistance, combined resistance, will be equal to the sum of the reciprocal of the individual resistor. That is 1 by R is equal to 1 by R1 plus 1 by R2 plus 1 by R3. So when the number of resistors are connected in parallel, then the combined resistance will be less than the smallest individual resistance. Okay, so the value of the combined resistance will be less than the smallest individual resistance. Now, potential difference. What about potential difference? Potential difference will be same, which is equal to the voltage of battery applied. Okay, so potential difference in each resistance will be same. But you know, in series connection, potential difference in each resistance will be different. Yes, but here in the parallel connection, potential difference across each resistance will be same, which is equal to the voltage of battery applied. Understood, children? Now, current. The amount of current will be how? The sum of current flowing through all the resistance will be equal to the total current flowing in the circuit. So, total current will be equal to the sum of the current flowing through all the resistor. So, now we can see resultant of resistors connected in parallel. So, in this figure, we can see the three resistors R1, R2, R3. They are connected in parallel. Okay, so already we have seen that according to law of combination of resistors connected in parallel, the current will be different as the sum of the current. That means the each resistor will be having the different amount of current as so. Now current across resistance R1, that resistor R1 will be considered as I1, R2 will be I2, R3 is I3. Okay, so now current across resistance R1 is equal to I1, then R2 is I2, R3 is I3. So already we have seen the total current flowing through the circuit will be equal to the sum of the current in each resistor, that is I is equal to I1 plus I2 plus I3. So now we are applying Ohm's law to the whole circuit. How the current will be? I is equal to V by R. According to Ohm's law, we know I is equal to V by R. Now we are applying the Ohm's law to the three resistors separately. We will get I1 is equal to V by R1, I2 is equal to V by R2, I3 is equal to V by R3. So here the amount of current flows through each resistant. Each resistor will be different as I1, I2, I3. So I1, that means first resistor current will be I1 is equal to V by R1. As the potential difference is same throughout the circuit, the V value will not be changed. It will be same for three resistors. Okay. So I1 is equal to V by R1, I2 is equal to V by R2, I3 is equal to V by R3. Understood, children? Now from equation 1, 2, 3 and 4 we have V by Rp is equal to V by R1 plus V by R2 plus V by R3. It can also be written as 1 by Rp is equal to 1 by R1 plus 1 by R2 plus 1 by R3. Now we have proved the law of combination of resistors when it is connected in parallel. So we can conclude that when resistors are connected in parallel, reciprocal of equivalent resistance is equal to the sum of the reciprocal of the individual resistance, that is 1 by Rp. Equivalent resistance, reciprocal of equivalent resistance is equal to the sum of the reciprocals of the individual resistance. Understood, children? Now we can see the difference between parallel connection and series connection. So in parallel connection, if one electric appliance stops working, then all other appliances keep working normally. Okay, so one electrical appliance stops working also, all other appliances will be working normally. But in series connection, if one electrical appliance stops working, all other appliances also stops working. Okay, so here you can see the difference. In parallel connection, one appliance is not working also, all other appliances will be working. But in series connection, one electrical appliance stops working means all other appliances also stops their working. Then in parallel connection, each electrical appliances has their own switch. Due to that, they can be turned on or off independently. But in series connection, all the electrical appliances having only one switch, that is only one common switch will be there for all electrical appliances, due to which they cannot be turned on or off separately. Understood? So in parallel connection, there will be a one switch for each electrical appliances so that they can be turned on or off independently. But in a series connection, electrical appliances have only one switch, and by that we can't turn on or off independently. Understood, children? Then next difference is each electrical appliance in the parallel connection, they will get same voltage. Okay, so as we have seen, the potential difference will be same. Yes, potential difference will be same. So that each electrical appliances get same voltage. But in series connection, the appliance do not get same voltage. Okay, the potential difference will be different for each resistors we have learned as. So the appliance do not get the same voltage. Then resistance of a circuit will be reduced due to the current from the power supply is high. As the current from the power supply is high, the resistance of a circuit will be reduced. Then resistance of circuit increases due to which the current from power supply is low. Here the resistance of circuit will be reduced as the current supply is high, but the resistance of circuit in the series connection will be increased because the current from the power supply is low. Understood, children? So I hope that you all understand today's topic. If you have any doubt, you can ask, children. I've sent notes through WhatsApp, that also you have to copy. Thank you, children.